Today's drawing is inspired by the ancient art form of mandalas, or I've also heard it pronounced mandalas. The idea is that a drawing or even architecture starts at a central point and expands outward with perfect radial symmetry. I am no expert of mandalas or mandalas, and I'm also no expert of perfect geometry, but this is a really therapeutic way to draw that's great for mindfulness and great for stress relief. If you love learning about art, please subscribe. I'd love your support. Radial symmetry describes balance in art where objects are arranged or radiate from a central point. To find your central axis, start with a square piece of paper and you're going to fold it 4 times. Once to each corner, and then you're going to fold it again in half from top to bottom, and then from left to right. And that is going to give you a central point in the center with guiding lines from the corners and edges of your paper. You can also measure with a ruler, but I find those drawn lines a little distracting from the design itself. I'm using a piece of paper I marbled with shaving cream and watercolor. Click the link above if you're interested in that technique. Start your design in the center with something like a dot or a circle. I'm then adding petals that expand from that point. You can see that my petals are already not perfect. But remember, we're doing this freehand. The whole practice today is mindfulness, so it's not about perfection, it's about taking my hand and creating something new to get my mind off of all the things in life I can't control. So if you're a person who wants to use a ruler or you'd prefer to use a pencil, it's up to you. But mindfulness is about being present in the moment, not about perfection. My drawing today is all freehand, but a compass or a protractor would be a great tool to achieve perfect geometric symmetry if that's something you're interested in. This style of drawing is so relaxing and therapeutic because it's all about repetition. What you do in one axis, you do in the others. So I do a lot of counting, and you're going to be repeating shapes and repeating designs over and over again. Don't be too stressed out if you miscount or you make one line thicker than the other. You can fix that as you go, or you can embrace that your mandala is drawn freehand, so it's not going to be perfect. You may want to practice a little before you start doing some mark making on a piece of paper that isn't your final paper. And although I'm using a piece of paper that I've already decorated, you can do this in a journal, a sketchbook, or just a white blank piece of paper that you have laying around. What I love about this style of art is it just allows for you to let loose and take deep breaths and not plan every little detail. It doesn't have to look like or represent anything in particular. It's just a way to create balance and harmony in your drawing without having to worry about what the final result is going to look like. As your shapes expand out, you might darken lines or add more intricate details to your design to create more emphasis. Just remember, this is a repetitive process, so what you do in one section, repeat in the other. Let's speed things up. Here's the finished product, and this is just what I needed today. It was relaxing. I felt almost like I was meditating as I was repeating all of my designs. Thanks for watching, and visit my website, thatartteacher.com, for more lesson plans and ideas for how to express yourself during our quarantine.